It's something new. It's something brand new, guys. It's something brand new, and I need you guys to know where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if it's live. So y'all, speaking them, and welcome to the first ever Scary Videos live. I was watching some spooky stuff. I was like, you know what would be cool if this was a live stream and I don't have to edit. It's all about me editing. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. But so I lined up a couple of spooky videos that I have not seen. That does not mean that I haven't seen them. It happens, you know, videos get reused and stuff and rehashed. But anyways, this first one is I got three of them lined up. Sir Spooks. This one just came out the 25th of March. So we're gonna watch it. I got the hiccups. Trying not to get the hiccups. But don't forget to get, you know, something to drink, something to, you know, snack on, you know, let's get scared together. Right? Got all my lights on. I need my lights. So you don't see all the, my bad, my under eye.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. So, let's begin. On July 4th, 2010, a YouTuber named Seth Lee Thompson uploaded a creepy video with the simple title of Poltergeist Activity.
I do not
The video
own
opens
any
up with a
copyrights
title
to
card
the
that
thing.
provides a bit of context
It's
before
purely
the
for
actual
educational
footage starts.
purposes.
Quote, over the past couple of years, I've noticed increasing paranormal activity in my home. Setting up a camera this year, I finally got footage of my poltergeist. These are snips taken from hours worth of footage. End quote. So with that information, let's dive right into the video. The footage seems to have been recorded in a room in Seth's house, which looks normal enough, but a little over 1 minute in the footage, something strange happens. Take a look.
Do you guys believe in ghosts? I know they exist. I know they exist. Oh! Bro, you gonna pick that up? You just gonna put that on the ground. Keep that on the ground.
Then, a little while later in the night, we watch footage that was filmed in the same spot as earlier.
See, my thing about ghosts is, yeah, it's cool if you could kick it, you know, you show yourself every now and then, but once you start breaking shit and throwing stuff on the ground, then we got a problem. Then I gotta hit up the Pope. Then I gotta be like, yo, this dude is just wrecking my shit. I can't. It was cool when he like pop his head out, you know, every now and then, but now he's just breaking shit, and I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
And yet again, something weird happens.
Like an animal.
Have a look
right?
and see.
Let's see what's happening. See? We got a problem
Again,
after that.
an object can
We got
be
a-
seen
we got a
tumbling
problem.
down the staircase.
We got a problem after
But
that.
as you can see, it seems like nobody's at the top of the stairs to push this object down. So who or what is doing this?
It's a disrespectful
But if
ass
that wasn't
ghost.
creepy enough, take a look at what happens next.
Lighting the stairway, turning on and off. It's grainy on my end too, boys. Like how I'm shooting it on a potato, they're shooting it on an even worse potato. I don't know. Somebody walking up and down the stairs. Sound like somebody walking up and down the stairs. Bro, that shit would...
Seth is completely in the dark as to what happened in this video, and even though it was uploaded to the platform 12 years ago, there have not been any answers. Let's hope that one day that changes.
Like the grains in the video kind of makes it look like somebody's walking up and down the
Today's
stairs.
video
man.
is sponsored by Surfshark.
That's not my sponsor, so...
The video.
Don't forget to follow Sir Spooks. I mean, he's got
Over on TikTok, a woman named Tasha
700,000
D posted a video explaining that every single morning, a couple of
Subscribers,
cooking books are scattered around her floor, which always leaves her confused because she obviously didn't leave them there. She then says that she plans to set up a camera in the kitchen overnight to potentially catch whatever is causing these books to fall to
So
the
you're gonna have to
ground
do
every
it.
night. She says it may just be a rodent, but wants to film just to double check. As you can probably expect, it's not rodents. At first, the video seems to be quite normal as we watch overnight footage from Tasha's kitchen, but at 1 AM, something truly freaky happens that confirms that Tasha's fears are not unfounded. Take a look.
Kind of rodent you know gonna pick up a goddamn book and throw that bitch. Gonna start the toaster and wait. Rodents can probably start the toaster. They're just trying to cook. They're just trying to cook. Look, they're just trying to cook. Nah.
Sure enough, just as Tasha said, the books fell over as depicted in the video. And what's equally interesting is that 2 hours later at 3 AM,
That's fake.
these books slide themselves to the floor. So what could possibly be causing this to happen? It seems as if we may never know the answer for certain.
That laugh looked or sounded way too fucking perfect.
A man on YouTube named A. Howie uploaded a chilling video to his channel on August 6, 2021 that focuses on him exploring a forest nearby to document for his viewers, following suit with the rest of the content he publishes on a frequent basis. For the first little while of this video, all seems to be going relatively smoothly as Howie works his way around the woods with a flashlight equipped in his hand to help him see where he's going in the cold dark night. However, it doesn't take long at all for things to take a seriously sinister turn. At about the 2.5 minute mark, Howie is able to record something truly horrifying that scares the daylights out of him.
Hey, you're gonna get away from my house, okay? You're gonna get away from my house. Come here.
It's
Gotta go out
obvious
there
that
with a
the audio
gun.
here is out of sync with the footage, but you can audibly hear Howie panicking and trying his best to run away
There's some
from
wind.
whatever that strange figure was, peering its head at the man from behind a tree.
The wind out of nowhere.
As for what that particular creature is, we have no idea, and
Trying to blow
neither
my
does
nose.
Howie. Judging by the looks of things,
Nose is so
it seems
plugged.
like some sort of strange
Living in
humanoid
Las
entity,
Vegas.
but anything is possible. What do you think he managed to capture on camera that day? Was this some sort of strange humanoid creature? Was it just a person, or was this whole thing just a hoax to get some views? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Why are you scared? It looks like this big. I don't went out there with a gun. I'm sorry.
If you were to take a quick look at Eon Jones' YouTube channel, you would find an assortment of videos relating to the popular Pokemon video game series, which is obviously nothing scary. However, there's one particular video on his channel that certainly stands out like a sore thumb for being
I know about this.
absolutely terrifying. In the description of the video, Eon provides a little bit of context, writing, quote, "I was exploring an abandoned nursing home. In the first video, I was just trying to be creepy and posted to TikTok before I realized I actually got something. The second video, I returned with a friend of mine because I wanted to have someone there to share the proof. We weren't prepared to handle what was going to happen." End quote.
I'm gonna be in there
So
like
now, with all that context out of the way, let's take a look and see what Eon was able to record that day.
I'm gonna be in there like Chris Redfield with my flashlight and the pistol. Like, I'm telling you. Woo!
As Eon walks down the dark and
Yep.
deserted corridor of the abandoned nursing home, a figure appears at the end of the corridor. Whether it's a threat or not is anybody's guess.
Bow, 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 and I'm out.
In the
and I'm
second video
out.
that Eon took while in the nursing home, he's walking around the building with his friend, trying to film proof of paranormal activity within the area, and sure enough, he gets exactly what he wished for. Have a listen.
Whatever it is, I can tell.
Who's breathing all hard like that?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Hey, let's go.
Why is he
All right.
breathing all hard?
I know I saw something, and I know I'm not fucking crazy.
I can't believe I got.
An extremely chilling, demon-like scream
can't
can
believe
be
I
heard
got
coming from
got.
somewhere within the building. But obviously, as soon as the two friends hear this, they try their best to run as fast as they can away from the area to make it out of there alive. Thankfully, they do, but it still doesn't make this piece of footage any less terrifying. What was making that guttural scream? And what was that figure in the first video?
It would have got shot.
These are questions that will never be answered.
Mess around and would have got shot. Yeah, let me try it like this. Is that better?
Over on the Backwoods
There.
Creepy subreddit,
You can see
users
my
can
tan
find a
lines on
wide
my neck.
variety of terrifying
Getting
videos
fat.
taking place in the wilderness. This particular video was recorded by Throat Sing King, who was out in the woods one day when he recorded this footage. In it, we watch him as he sings outside, practicing his vocals, when right from the beginning, we can see a dark figure standing far in the distance. Take a look and see.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and now he's confused.
But as soon as the man starts to sing, things get incredibly strange. Little did he know that towards the end of the footage, he ended up recording something truly terrifying that's sure to chill his
Yeah.
bones when he goes back to review the footage later on.
Alright.
My shit is so low. I want to get copyright struck from that.
A bizarre humanoid-type figure can be seen in the distance, causing
know,
many
man.
commenters to be confused and creeped out by the frightening discovery. There
don't
are
know.
even a few skeptics in the comments who are having a difficult time explaining the figure away at the end of the video. So what do you think this figure is in Throat Sing King's
It
video?
moved.
Do you think this
Moved
is a
this way?
humanoid entity? Is it just a person? Be sure to let me know your thoughts on this entity in the comment section down below. And that was 5 scary
No,
videos.
that's it.
I hope you enjoyed
wasn't
the
that bad,
video,
but
and if you
I
did,
did jump.
then subscribe
did
for
jump
more
in one.
scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll
I did jump in one. I think it took this one. Don't mess with
Hello
your thing.
everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos.
That one leg. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay.
So, let's
So,
begin.
let's get it. They did give it up. I'm not gonna lie.
Justin Parker
I jumped, yeah,
Productions
I
is a
jumped.
YouTube channel that is mostly filmed with content relating to random vlogs, comedy sketches, and
He got
food.
enough subscribers.
In other
to get-
words, it's not at all the kind of channel where you'd expect to find a creepy video. But there is one upload he
get a
made on
partnership.
November 24th, 2021 that's certainly quite scary. At the beginning of the video, Justin explains that there is something strange in the closet that's causing his cat to be freaked out. At various points throughout the video, the curtain can be seen moving seemingly all by itself, which only makes Justin and his
Did you
cat
just watch
more
this one?
uncomfortable as time passes. This continues for quite a long while, but then towards the 1-minute mark of the video, something a bit more aggressive happens. Take a look and see.
That picture's crooked.
And she keeps going over here to it. You know. Oh, hell no. See, this is what was going on a while ago. Damn curtain. Over here moving.
It's still the cat, man. The cat did it somehow.
At this point, it's obvious
I
that
was gonna
Justin
say
is
it's the
slowly
cat.
getting more paranoid, but even still, he manages to stick around and film the closet in case something else happens. And sure enough, a little over 30 seconds later, something much more
Can
terrifying
you see a
happens.
hand or anything?
I mean,
Bro, it's these found footage shits. The found
I don't know
footage
what
shits.
the hell it is. No, no. Oh, hell no.
Stuff.
I'm done.
An object gets thrown out of the closet, which understandably causes Justin to freak out. To this
Yeah.
day, Justin has no idea who, or rather what, was inside his closet.
That was it.
Who knows
Don't-
if he
don't
will
give it-
ever
don't pay it
solve
no-
the mystery.
Don't pay
Let's
it no
just hope
mind.
something like this never happened to him or his cat again.
Don't give it no attention.
Today's video is sponsored by Hero Wars.
And look, this is where I come in, man.
The following bizarre video was published to YouTube in June of 2015 by a man named Oleg Petrov.
My man
And
Oleg.
seems to showcase some truly eerie activity happening in the middle of the day in a seemingly normal home. The video begins with an audibly panicked Oleg saying that there is something in his kitchen while panting heavily. Throughout the course of the video, Oleg slowly makes his way to the room, careful not to make too much noise.
Who's he gonna spook?
However,
A
despite
ghost?
his slow movements,
You gonna
it
scare a
seems
ghost?
as if he still got quite a scare at the end of the day.
Gonna scare a ghost.
Have a look.
I didn't know you could scare ghosts.
I hear something in the kitchen.
I hear something. Sounds fake.
The chair.
Fake. Oh, this is the one. I think I seen this one, but I think this is when I stopped and I started thinking, like, oh, I'm gonna make it a video. It's
All
talking
is
about-
peaceful and quiet
could
in
be
the
on a
kitchen for a
string.
long while, when all of a sudden, one of the chairs begins to move aggressively toward Oleg, which
be on a
in turn
string.
causes him to flee from the area as fast as he can before shutting off his recording. Sadly, this video doesn't have a whole lot of context surrounding it,
Exactly.
meaning that there is not a whole lot to analyze here.
There
By
isn't.
watching the video, it certainly seems that there was nothing in the kitchen, but the chair moving could obviously be
I mean-
achieved with the help of string.
You heard him.
So was this the work of a poltergeist, or was it just a hoax? I guess we'll
It's
never know for sure.
easy to fake, is what I'm saying. It's easy for him to walk inside or walk into the kitchen, not to get all the way in there, reach down.
The
right when
following
he
video, posted to TikTok
gets
by
there.
a woman going by the username Whitmarie1, looks like a wholesome and innocent video on the surface. In it, we hear Whitney trying to get her horses' attention, who are all too busy relaxing outside to hear their owner. It only takes Whitney a couple of seconds to realize that her horses are stopped still and looking at something. Naturally curious, Whitney proceeds to look around and scan the
Right now,
area
right?
for any sign of what her horses are so captivated by.
Or wouldn't it be?
Although she doesn't initially notice anything, that changes relatively quickly.
Taxi. Hey.
Out of nowhere, a deep and menacing voice can be heard coming from somewhere nearby saying, "Hey," before just a couple of seconds later, the same voice produces an incredibly unsettling laugh. In the description of the upload, Whitney says that the entire incident left her completely speechless, and it seems as if the commenters on the post are as equally confused as she is. Was this some sort
Where's
of
he at,
demonic
though?
entity roaming around the area,
Look,
trying to stop
My
her?
shit is just as
Was it
blurry
just a prank,
as this
or
shit.
was this a hoax? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below.
It's like something I wouldn't do.
A
So I
TikTok
just
user named Angelo
to my next life.
Badiano shared the following video to his account on March 21st, 2022, and
Do you,
seems to be
man?
quite cute and adorable when you first take a look at it. We watch as Angelo's trying to give a drink to his baby, when all of a sudden, something strange startles him.
Les quiero enseñar a mi princesa cómo ya platica conmigo. Mi amor, ay, perdón. ¿Qué es eso? Ven, Angelaini. Ven, ven, mi amor, ven. Ven, párate, para que no te puedo dejar. ¡Lisette! Espera, mi amor. ¡Lisette! Nos acaban de tocar la puerta y la acaban de abrir, no hay nadie. Estoy solo con mi hija. Estoy temblando.
Better look
Espérate.
behind you, bud.
Les quiero mostrar que no hay nadie acá en el patio, no hay...
Better look behind
Lisette.
you.
¡Ven! No hay nadie acá en el patio.
A mysterious knocking noise can be heard coming from the door nearest Angelo, before eventually opening
There's
all by
somebody right
itself.
there?
It's obvious that he's quite spooked by this incident, and it's hard to blame him.
Look like somebody
He
right
proceeds
there,
to
but
take a good
they'd
look
have to run
around,
back there and
but
hop up
he's
that
unable to
ladder,
find anything
or they'd have to
whatsoever.
run off the edge.
When Angelo went to
and
bed
jump
that night,
a
he
story
was surely deeply
for a fake
concerned
video.
for the safety of himself and his baby. And seeing as how this video is so new, anything is possible. Let's just hope that whatever knocked on that door and opened it isn't lingering around, and that Angelo and his baby can live in peace.
I don't know.
ILMN Bano Paranormal is a well-known paranormal investigation YouTube channel where viewers can watch his various dangerous adventures, exploring some of the creepiest places imaginable, including abandoned houses, factories,
What is
and
ILM?
haunted forests.
ILMN
In this
instead.
particular video, he's investigating an underground shelter that looks like something directly out of a horror movie.
Yeah, let's go into
Right
it,
from the
man.
get-go, as soon as he
Why
starts
not?
to explore the area, something incredibly bizarre happens.
Telling you, you're not gonna get me in them places, but I don't got no pistol. And you better not be running this
This
shit
is the room where I
when it's
have my
us
stuff.
in that scary ass place, bro. You gonna get
This
shot
is
in the fucking
little,
stomach.
thing I keep my gimbal in because it's kind of fragile.
What is this? Let's start.
But Hello?
Yeah.
I swear I closed the door if
Yeah.
they're moving.
The door that ILM and Bano closed opens all by itself without any sort of explanation.
Probably better that it's
Despite
open.
this, he presses forward and continues
definitely.
investigating. A couple of
He's
minutes
running.
later, he finds himself exploring a remarkably gross and worn down part of the shelter, which captivates him before out of nowhere, this happens.
He's running.
There's water down there
Yeah, it's always one.
and
Oh, here we go.
what was that sound?
I hate when they swing.
Some sounds.
I'm just talking so I don't get scared.
If that wasn't chilling enough, about 2 minutes later, it appears as if something from another dimension
Some sounds. This freak. And what was that sound? This freak.
I couldn't hear anything right there.
Some sounds.
I had to go back just in case.
If that wasn't chilling enough, about 2 minutes later, it appears as if something from another dimension makes an effort to communicate with him.
Freak, that scared me. Is that?
I mean,
Hello?
I wouldn't try to answer it. I'll be 100%.
Okay, so
Where's it? Oh.
no wait, this. It's not plugged in.
Yeah.
Later
that
on, he
energy
finds
on here.
himself in an area that is completely littered with debris, and the walls can be seen basically rusting and peeling off before his very eyes.
Yeah, that's probably
Out of the corner of his eye, the man notices something strange when this happens.
lead paint. You know, that shit was a big thing back then, though.
But
Oh, that was cool.
okay,
Is that why he's running?
I saw it moving and I just completely.
Don't turn around. When you're running, you
At
never
this
turn
point
around.
of the exploration, it's undeniable that ILMN is deeply frightened, but he isn't quite ready to call it a day yet. As he makes his way into this particular area of the shelter, all seems to be fine, at least for a minute
That's
or so,
cool.
because the uploader's peace gets immediately disturbed.
Here and go home.
Somebody's running.
I think it was far, but okay.
There's somebody running.
I have to go for my stuff, so
Ooh, how did he not see that? And there's nobody right there. There's no way. See how tiny that? There's no way somebody's hiding right there.
okay, the sound was definitely from here.
He doesn't seem to initially notice this scary shadow person, but thankfully he makes his way out of the
Wow.
shelter soon afterwards before anything bad could happen to him. ILMN is well accustomed to these kinds of places, but I think it's safe to assume that this location spooked him quite a bit. And that was 5 scary videos.
That was so
I
fast.
hope you enjoyed the video, and
That
if
was
you
so fast. And so we got one more video. One more video.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham.
Shit.
Today we're looking at some freaky videos no one
Should've
can
kept
quite
us open so I
explain.
could
So hit
put
that
the link
subscribe button and get
and
ready
everything.
for more eerie content just like this.
You heard what he said. Click the subscribe button. Slap hand he reserves all the rights.
The old Cowtown Museum in Wichita, Kansas is said by many to be haunted. Paranormal investigators call it a beacon for supernatural activity due to its long and storied history. The property itself is an open-air living museum with buildings dating back to the late 1800s. Actors and carefully maintained buildings recreate what a Midwestern cattle town might have been like. While the spirit and the history of the town is alive and well, there seems to be something else lingering in this old settlement that isn't easy to explain. Tourists and employees often report mysterious happenings. Objects moving on their own, disembodied laughter, and vanishing shadowy figures are said to be a common occurrence. One of the most famous ghost sightings in the town revolves around the daughter of newspaper mogul Marshall Murdoch.
Looking like Robotnik.
His daughter, who was just 8, sadly passed away in 1883 after taking ill. She died in the family home, which is said to be now the most haunted house in the museum grounds.
Hello, baby.
Recently, a group of tourists spotted a young girl in the upstairs window of the home. She was staring down at the group, but then vanished mysteriously. The tour guide said it was impossible because there were no little girls in the building at the time. When they searched the house, there was no one there.
Yeah.
And while most of these whispers are hearsay and urban legend, a piece of security footage captured after hours in the museum's gift shop seems to give some credibility to these tales. The clip was uploaded by Bob Gilmer.
I don't see anything.
Here you can see the shop long after everyone's left for the night. All seems quiet until this happens.
Did they make a little sound? Yeah, it fell down. It's vibrations in the Earth's core that caused it to randomly shake and fall down. What am I looking at? What am I supposed to look at?
Watching that again, some kind of shadow seems to alter the light briefly. Then, something on one of the shelves begins to move, seemingly all on its own.
It was a tiny.
Then, once again, a shadow alters the room's lighting for a brief second.
That's what we're looking at.
Before the clip comes to an end.
That shit would have seemed normal to me. That's what's wild.
While it's hard to say that this is paranormal activity for sure, the fact that staff and patrons have been seeing odd things around the property for years certainly does make you wonder whether this old museum really is haunted by the spirits of its former residents.
I've seen ghosts too. Well, like not seen, but I've seen them in the corner of my eyes. I felt their presence. Like shadow figures in the corner of your eyes.
In July
When I was
2021,
young, true story, my childhood house. The faucet in the bathroom that me and two of my sisters shared used to always turn on. Always turn on. At first I was like, oh man, I fucking forgot it was on and shit, and I shut it off, and I made it a thing. I made it an absolute, because I used to get my ass whooped. I don't want to deal with my childhood trauma, but I would get in trouble if that shit was on when I left the bathroom, and I for a fact made sure every time it was fucking off. Every time, oh, Chantel, you left the fucking faucet on. No, I didn't. I swear to you, I turned it off. No, you didn't. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This and that and the other thing. No, this is why I turned it off, because I don't want to hear you guys talk that shit. No. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. And it got so routine that I stopped defending myself that the faucet was fucking turned on. They're like, oh, you left the faucet on again. I was like, oh, my bad. I don't know if they was like understood that it was a ghost, but my sister's friend was chasing around a ghost in the house. But I'm like, I don't understand if they just like was like, oh, he's never gonna learn. Like they really thought it was me, or actually understood it was a ghost.
TikTok account Elsa McIntosh posted a series of videos that freaked the platform out. It had viewers questioning whether they had just seen some real demonic activity. In the first clip, the OP enters a room in their friend's house that they claim has been sealed shut for over 6 years.
Okay, why did that take so long? Was it the wrong key? Is there cameras in there? Why would there be cameras? Grandpa crazy.
Why would you have a room that you would not enter?
Are you going in?
Fuck no, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
I don't feel good.
The OP's friend explains that the house was built in the early 1800s, and ever since they were little, strange things have happened in the house. Eerie footsteps are often heard in the upper levels of the home, their mother passed away in one of the rooms, and their grandpa got so scared of the house that he built a small bedroom in the barn outside just to sleep in. The room that's been sealed shut is their grandpa's old bedroom that he refused to sleep in. Watch as they enter it for the first time in over 6 years.
That's a red flag. Yo, she says let's go into this haunted place. That's a red flag.
Grandpa crazy. Oh, it's just a bedroom?
That's a red flag.
At first, it seems like a fairly unremarkable room.
I don't feel good. No, I don't.
This is why white people die in movies, bruh.
Nah.
Better listen to the person that made the video.
Oh my god, I just got so lightheaded.
That?
I just got.
Corbin, don't be going through this stuff.
I just got so lightheaded.
They air a stick of burning sage, declaring, "You're not welcome here."
Yeah.
You are not welcome here.
Oh, my head's itching. I
If
think
there's
there's
any
lights
spirits
in here.
leave. You are not welcome.
It's old air.
Santa Claus locked up.
It's old 6-year-old air.
Santa, why are you locked up? It could be an object in here.
Yeah.
Did your grandpa ever think about that? Like, it could be an
Soon after, this happens.
between in the closet, dude.
Oh, my back's burning.
Is it really?
Bitch, my back's
Do you have
burning.
scratch marks in it? I don't know.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Stop.
No, get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Scratch marks up your back.
Scratch marks begin appearing on the back of one of the boys.
Is it really?
My back's
Do you have
burning.
scratch marks in it?
Oh my god.
Stop. No, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Scratch marks up your back.
On closer inspection, they look like claw marks.
Oh my god.
You're kidding, right?
You got scratched.
Several days later, the group ran a live stream on TikTok to show their followers in real time what was happening. They used a spirit box to try and make contact.
If there's anybody with us, can you tell us your name?
They did the same day.
Oh, y'all heard that. Y'all heard that.
He scared the shit out of me.
What the fuck? Why would she be just sneaking up on her?
A short
giving it
while
too
into
much
the
energy.
stream, the boy once again feels a burning sensation on his back.
I'll stop. My back's burning.
I'll pray for you. No, it's not.
Yes, it
Get
is.
out of the room, get out of the room, get out of the room.
No, check my back. Not cool.
You got
Get out of the
another-
room. Grab your get out of the room. We're not doing that.
Yet more markings have
You got
appeared.
another scratch.
Strangely, the account has only posted 3 clips since this incident, and they're just your typical lip-sync TikTok videos with no reference to this haunting at all. This radio silence has spurred many viewers to think that something bad may have happened inside the
Yeah,
house
delete
that
house.
stopped the OP from posting.
And that was their like childhood house.
So what do you make of this eerie encounter? What could have caused those bizarre scratch marks? Drop your theories in the comment section.
They told him to
down
stop.
below.
You build.
Oh, my back's burning.
Is it really?
My back's
Do you have
burning.
scratch marks in it?
Oh my god.
Stop. Stop.
No, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Scratch marks up your back.
Sticking with alleged haunted
They
houses
went to a-
documented on
went to a
TikTok,
priest,
this
he was
next
like,
one
"Look,
comes
take-
from the account The
doing this,
Willow
stop messing with
Project.
ghosts."
For the better part of 2021, this account posted what many believe to be a poltergeist haunting.
Yeah.
In this
but they
first
faked
clip,
it.
we can see some strange activity unfolding.
I gotta show you guys, I'm actually alone. Look at this. Look at this. Look, look, look. Turning on the light as soon as I walk in. Okay. Closing the door.
Okay.
Yo.
Did they go in behind them?
Yo.
Hold
I'm
on.
telling you, anytime I
Give me a
walk in.
second.
Activity unfolding.
So there's somebody in there, right? There's a
I
way.
gotta show
There's
you
a
guys,
spot
I'm
right
actually
there,
alone.
right?
Look at this. Look at this.
To the left, right here, right here.
Look, look, look. Turning on the light as soon as I walk in. Okay. Closing the door.
I'm trying to.
Yo.
Walk in. There's some knocking.
Yo, I'm telling you, anytime I walk in, there's like literally nobody. Nobody. This has been going on for like a couple days now, dude. Look.
Oh, yep.
I'll
Like I
turn on the
said,
light.
I've seen this in another one.
Nobody. Nobody.
I think it was
Nobody.
Chills.
Nobody. Behind the door, nobody. Okay? Going through this freaking door, which is really scary in here. Nobody, nobody, nobody.
That's a torture
nobody,
chamber.
Nobody. Guys.
Why is that
tell
room
me
there?
What the f is going on?
At first, it's quite subtle, but watching that again, the lights in the bathroom are flickering on and off, and the door handle appears to be moving on its own.
I gotta show you guys, I'm actually alone. Look at this. Look at this. Look, look, look.
It's like a torture chamber.
Turning on the light.
He searches the room, but there's no one there.
I've seen this one though. He kicks the balls in there, then the ball
It's
gets
been
kicked
going
back
on
out.
for like a couple days now, dude. Look, watch.
Why do they got 3 rooms?
Nobody.
That's
nobody,
like to wash your
nobody,
hands
nobody.
after you murdered
Behind
somebody.
the door, nobody.
In that other
Okay,
room.
Going through this freaking door, which is really
Like
scary.
that's where you
in
kept
here.
your captives.
Nobody, 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 nobody.
And you hurt
Guys,
somebody real bad.
In a follow-up clip, he sets up a stationary camera in the bathroom in an attempt to capture some evidence of the bizarre activity. Take a look.
I guess you would close that door. I'd close that door. They really renovated that.
As you can see, the cupboards open up and the tap mysteriously turns itself on.
That thing was deep. Sorry, I'm over here checking my phone. Need a poltergeist.
Spurred on by this evidence, he sets up yet more cameras around the house to try and explain what's going on. Watch this experiment he tries with a yellow ball.
Guys, this is what I've been doing for the past few days.
Yeah.
Yo, that's so nuts, dude.
The ball comes rolling back.
You hear anybody kick it? Not really.
Yo, that's so nuts, dude.
What if he's communicating
He
with
takes the
somebody
camera
in a
to show
different
his
dimension,
followers
though?
that there's no
Well,
one back
obviously it's
there.
a different dimension.
Time there's nobody behind there, and I have two angles running. Look, I'll turn on the light. You see me? I'll close the door behind me. Okay. Check this out. There's nobody in here.
No, there's somebody in there.
Nobody in this room. I'm literally at the entrance. As you can see, we turn on the light. Nobody's underneath there. As you can see, turning on the light.
Meanwhile, the second camera picks up some strange movement.
Closing, and remember, I do have two angles running. As you can see. Okay? This door is closed. And right here. You see this? Nobody's here.
He needs a
Behind there,
third camera. He needs a
He's
third camera.
As you can see, I'm at this corner of the room. I'm opening this door. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. Nobody's walking. Nobody's crawling. Opening, see on this angle here.
What's down there?
I will
Is
show
that the water
here,
heater?
As you can see, I will show here again. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nobody's
Nothing,
behind
nothing,
me. As you can see. Okay.
Somebody got
Nobody's on
murdered
this
in
angle.
there.
You see
What is
this?
that? What is that white, red stuff on the walls?
I'm telling you.
That's old ass blood.
I'm not alone. I'm not alone. What the hell? I closed this door.
There's some bugs in the house.
What the man?
Now you want to get mad?
So is this evidence of a genuine haunting, or are we watching a clever hoax? We'll leave that up to you to decide.
I don't know, because you'd be able to see the string right here. Close this window. Before I gotta shoot
Here's a freaky little clip that's left thousands of users on TikTok completely dumbfounded. The account, Akuto and the Girl, regularly posts fun little cat videos. However, this one doesn't quite seem to fit the mold of reality. Take a look.
Hey, my sister got the same thing. Got the same hat. What happened?
Here it is again, slowed down. As you can see, the cat slips under the mat and seems to completely vanish. The owner has suggested the cat slipped into a portal of some kind. While cats certainly are mysterious creatures, could this one really have disappeared into another realm? Some
No.
commenters were certain it must be an editing trick or some kind of strange perspective, while
They
others
edited
just
the
wanted to know
fuck-
if the cat came back from
Yeah.
the portal safely. Whatever way you look at it, this is certainly a mysterious little clip, one that only gets stranger the more times you watch it.
That was a good ass editing trick. So the cat's gone forever, and there's no follow
Letchworth
up on that
Village
shit.
is an abandoned asylum on the outskirts of Rockland County, New York. It's infamous among the urban explorer community, as many believe it to be infested with a dark
Shit
paranormal
was crazy.
energy. Opened in 1911, Letchworth Village was a sprawling residential institution that housed physically and mentally ill patients from young to elderly.
Man, this dude don't.
At its
he ain't-
peak,
he
it
ain't
had
taking
over
no shit.
130
He ain't
buildings
taking
across
no shit.
thousands of acres of land. Even as far back as the 1920s, however, reports circulated that the residents were being neglected and abused. Patients were found unwashed and naked, left unattended and tormented.
As per
There was
usual.
even abuse reported among co-workers. Before long, dormitories and makeshift sleeping quarters were left overcrowded and run down. Patients who died at the facility and weren't claimed by family were buried in a clearing behind a wooded area about a mile from the hospital.
Probably a
Steel,
shit ton.
T-shaped markers with patient ID numbers were all that were left behind to remember those who died at Letchworth. After numerous reports of terrible living conditions and neglect came to light, the facility was eventually closed in 1996.
Damn.
With this awful history, it's little wonder that the property is notorious for being haunted. Left to the mercy of vandals and bad weather, the property is now derelict and overgrown. Knowing its history, YouTuber and urban explorer Chasing the Darkness
All those mentally ill people, plus those ghosts, it just make the mentally ill people seem like even that much more crazier.
Paranormal decides to visit the infamous Letchworth Village.
And I'm ready to do an investigation
Or
because
more
I have my
mentally
tablet
ill,
as
sorry, I
well,
misspoke.
and I'm going to use my Phasma box. This location right here, I've been to this one a long time ago.
He opens the video by saying that the property's recently been further damaged by fire.
Anyway, so I've been to this location here before it got burned. So story here was that there was a bunch of kids that was hanging out here and burned the place down. Luckily, I've been to this location before it burned down, but this right here, I came in with my boy, and to be honest with you, I don't know something about this location here that if I go to the back side, you still could go inside and investigate, right? But this place right here, the first time I came here, me and my boy came down here. We went to the basement, and we started like, I don't know, it was kind of weird. We didn't do no investigation. We just came to explore, and we just heard like noises. We heard like I swear I saw a shadow.
As he moves through the darkened
Yeah.
rooms of the old facility, its
I don't doubt
condition
you.
becomes obvious.
Hello? See, this right here looks suspicious here.
It burned down. Keep it.
Anybody here?
Keep it even. I'd have taped.
Before long, the YouTuber
I'd
hears
have
some
taped the
strange
flashlight.
noises nearby.
All right. Let me put the setting a little higher.
Sorry, boys.
In this room here.
I'm looking at both of them.
Hello, anybody here?
I know I'm gonna see a fucking black ass
I heard a
bald
voice
head.
here. Are you okay? Hello?
Oh, I'm about
Hello?
In order to
I
try
see
and
somebody
connect
right
with the
there?
rumored paranormal energy inside the building, the YouTuber sets up a Phasma box, a device used by some investigators to communicate with spirits.
What's your name? The schedule? What do you mean by schedule? Okay, now you're talking. Okay.
It doesn't take long for something truly terrifying to happen. Take a look.
Somebody's running at him.
Hello? What was that?
Watching that again, the device begins to recite a prayer. Then suddenly, what sounds like fast-running footsteps can be heard.
Somebody's running.
What was that?
Here's the incident captured from a second stationary camera.
Somebody die?
Understandably, this encounter becomes too much for the YouTuber,
Somebody die in
who
the fire?
decides to leave the property immediately.
Somebody died in the fire and they were trying to run. I'd have jumped out the window, bro. I don't care
was
how
that running?
deeply shut.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go.
Is that him right there?
So is Letchworth Village really haunted? Given the atrocities that have taken place on the property, the enormous burial ground, the haunting reports, and now this eerie footage, certainly does make you wonder whether the tormented spirits of the former patients are lingering on, perhaps trying to make contact, seeking help for their eternal
ghosts.
suffering.
I'd have swung.
Hello?
Yo.
What was that?
I'd have punched air.
If you
I'd
can't
have
get enough of
punched
the old slapped ham, we publish daily spooky videos.
Hold on.
If you can't get enough of the audio, check us out and hit that follow button.
Let's see. And that TikTok. I don't mess with that TikTok. I do mess with the TikTok.
Next up, we have a bizarre little clip that has some Redditors wondering whether they're witnessing a
We
glitch
can all
in the
do this.
Matrix. The clip,
Don't let-
uploaded by
don't let 'em
user
hold you.
I'm Missing a Chunk, shows a mind-bending experiment. Take a look.
We all can do that shit. It's damn. I'll remember.
It looks as though the water has paused.
Give me a second. Let's see something. Let's get back to it. Sorry. Yeah, it's not moving.
This clip has had some viewers screaming witchcraft, scratching
No,
their heads to
we
try and
can
make
all do
sense
that.
of what
It's a
they're
basic-
seeing. While it certainly does look
I'm
like the
so
fabric
mad.
of reality is malfunctioning, this is a
So
phenomenon known as laminar flow.
Laminar, there
It
you
usually
go.
happens at low velocity when a fluid moves in smooth layers perpendicular to the direction of flow. The result is a mind-numbing visual effect that makes it look like the water is frozen in time.
Laminar. I knew it was a thing.
So don't worry, you haven't lost your marbles just yet.
Some spooks. Some spooky stuff.
This freaky sighting's been doing the internet rounds in the last couple of weeks. It was uploaded to TikTok by I Love Ghosties, but its original source is unknown. It's some footage captured on a phone at someone's house. Take a look.
Woo!
An
Somebody
eerie,
watching
transparent
you.
shape moves past the window, spooking the camera holder.
Ooh, somebody watching you.
The mysterious clip has since gone viral, with many people speculating as to what's been captured on camera. Some said it's a spirit or ghost, while others said it was perhaps an alien grey in camouflage. Unfortunately, there's almost no accompanying information and the clip is tiny, so it's hard to speculate further as
Like
to
an
what this
alien.
might be.
Like the alien
So,
from,
until further info comes to hand, this scary
Science.
video will have to remain a mystery.
That boy's arms is by His leg. His.
Here's another head scratcher that's left many Redditors confused yet delighted at the same time. The clip was uploaded by the user Blocks. Take a look.
I mean, convection oven. You know how tornadoes are made? Hot air and cold air, they mix together, and then the hot air rises and the cold. Well, it's the same.
This delightful dancing piece of pepperoni appears to be caught in the breeze of a fan-forced oven, causing it to spin in a circle.
It's a piece of ham.
Some Redditors joked it looks like the pizza is stuck loading at 99%. Well, that's enough of this black magic fuckery. Let's get back to the ghosties.
Had to be a little break.
In early 2020, TikToker Olivia Bishop, who goes by the username Olivia B Music,
19.
discovered an old camcorder in her house. On the camera, the OP found footage of her family hanging out in 1993. She uploaded the footage and asked whether they had captured a ghost on camera. Take a look and see if you agree. As you can see, the toy pumpkin in the bottom left corner of the screen appears to move unaided.
Go ahead and watch that pumpkin in the left-hand corner and let me know what you think.
Must be nice to have childhood photos and videos, huh? Yeah.
Again, the footage is from 1993 and is playing directly off the camcorder's viewfinder, which seems to rule out the possibility that the clip's been edited
My man's
in
pants
any way.
is white.
Some commenters suggested that because the toy is oddly shaped, it may have just toppled over of its own accord.
Let's see. Probably.
However, some viewers aren't buying this explanation, noting that it clearly looks like it's pushed by some kind of unseen force.
I mean, you can balance something just so the way that...
Eerily,
after a
the
while
uploader
it'll
casually
disappear.
states that she believes they've had a ghost in every house they've ever lived in. This casual statement prompted some viewers to speculate that it's not the house that's haunted, but the family itself that may have an attachment of some kind, possibly something demonic in nature. Another unsettling detail to note is that the child in the footage appears to glance over at something just after the toy moves.
Yeah. And looked up.
Some paranormal investigators believe that children are more sensitive to the supernatural than adults, and that they can see things we can't. So are we witnessing something paranormal here? What could have moved the toy? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below.
I kind of want to ask my little nieces and nephews if they seen a ghost, but then I don't, because then I don't want them to like go out and look for it.
Before we take a look at some eerie footage captured in a hospital, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all
subscribe
channel
button.
notifications.
And then
that
hit
way
the
you'll be in the loop every time
notification.
we drop our scary
Then
and
you'll be in
freaky
the loop.
videos.
Then you'll be in the loop.
Our last clip was uploaded to TikTok by Lucy on the Rocks. Lucy's a healthcare worker who believes the emergency ward of the hospital she works in is haunted. Here's some security footage taken from the ward at 5 AM.
Why'd she get up like that?
What the hell?
I'm tired.
Watching that again, the curtain at the rear of the room begins moving.
What about that person that was right there? You seen that person that was right there?
Watching that again, the curtain at the rear of the room begins moving. The strange activity even catches the eye of several workers behind the desk.
What the hell?
I like how that beep. Well, whatever.
Lucy claims there's no air vents nearby and certainly nobody around that could have touched the curtain.
Just be worried when it starts touching you and shit.
What the hell?
What the hell? I think it's... Is it
Several
a
other
coincidence?
healthcare workers commented on the footage, claiming that they too believe their hospital is haunted. One comment in particular said that a little girl often appears in their ward when someone is about to pass away.
Crazy.
A lot of viewers agreed that it might be the spirit of someone that's passed away in the hospital. But as always, I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. What do you think's been captured here? Share your theories with the community down below.
She's scooting away, all scared. And she gets up. Don't. Just leave it be.
Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then check.
I'll tell you another. We'll do this again probably next week. I don't know. We'll probably make a thing like a weird Wednesday or something. But I'll tell you this one story. I was at the trap house when I was homeless. I used to crash on their couch. I couldn't sleep on my back because it felt like somebody was just laying on my chest. So I always slept on my side. And when I did sleep on my chest, I felt like I'm panicked, I'm scared, for my life. But anyways, we're talking in the living room. All of a sudden, one of the cabinets flies open, and a piece of Tupperware just gets thrown out onto the ground. And then the trap lord dude that was selling all the things, he turns around and he looks at me and he's like, "Did you see that?" I was like, "Yeah, don't give it no power, man. Don't give it no power." He's like, "No, man, you saw, I'm not tripping. That happened." I'm like, "Yeah, man." I'm like thinking in my brain, like, how to like come up with ways to, trick my brain into not like acknowledging its power. And I'm like, "Nah, man. The other roommate probably stacked up the Tupperware wrong and didn't close the cabinet right. So that's why it fell out, But man, that bitch was haunted. That shit was haunted. One of the trap lord's girlfriend, she was doing some Wiccan stuff in that house, and yeah. And then it was like black mold, and it was just a whole bunch of just terrible house. I got some stories in that house. Maybe even the people, I might, get one of them, but it was a terrible place. But now let's see how good that stuff does. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell somebody I'm doing something. All right, y'all. Peace.